Zero-day disaster. Chapter 2. SpongeBob stared down miserably at the giant oyster. Come on, he said. Wake up already. But Clemens kept snoring. Then SpongeBob got an idea. He pulled a bag of seed peanuts out of his pocket. Then he picked out one small peanut and looked around to see if anyone was watching. The coast was clear. He held the peanut high over his head, then whipped in at the giant oyster with a grin. It bounced harmlessly off the tough purple shell. Clemmer stared, then opened his mouth and made a puzzled sound. SpongeBob was thrilled. I think it's working, he said, grinning. Clemmer shoved it around, first facing in one direction, then the other, then back to his original position. Hey, Patrick, SpongeBob called. Clemmer is waking up. Patrick ran back to the area. Oh boy, he shouted. Did I miss it? SpongeBob smiled. Now the show is about to begin, he said confidently. SpongeBob was right about that, but the show wasn't exactly what he had in mind. Instead of performing dinosaur tricks, Clemmer threw open his gigantic mouth and let out the loudest sob everyone had ever heard. Wow! He cried. Clemmer's cry was so loud it blew SpongeBob and Patrick off their feet. They had to cling tightly to the very safety rope, or they would have been blown out in the area. As Clone cried and leaped around his pit to see Zookeeper's pet and to see what's the matter. One of them carefully walked up to the giant oyster, patted his shell vigorously, and said, Easy now, it's me, Joe, remember? But Clemmer was so upset, he gave out a mighty roar, grabbed Joe with his powerful tongue, and hurled him out to the stadium. Joe went flying like a rocket, screaming all the way. Smiling, Patrick elbowed SpongeBob. Now this is a show, he said, clutching his bag of peanuts. SpongeBob looked worried. Outside the stadium, a loudspeaker blared. Warning to everybody. Attention, Zoo patrons. Clemmer, the giant oyster is on an emotional patch. Please scream and run around in circles. Everyone screamed and ran around in circles. They even let go of their fruit balloons and let them float away. Thanks for coming, said a friendly voice over to the loudspeaker. Back inside Oyster Stadium, Clemmer was still leaping in his pit, smashing into the walls and destroying everything in his way. He was also still very loudly. Patrick and SpongeBob sat in the stands of the stadium and watched. A zookeeper ran up to them. You boys better get out of the cereal, he said. Poncho. He looked out on the Clemmer, who was still crashing around. There was nothing more dangerous than an emotionally disturbed oyster. Suddenly, the zookeeper pointed and accused a finger at SpongeBob, who quailed behind his bag of seed peanuts. You didn't do anything that might have caused this horrible tragedy, did you? He asked. Said SpongeBob. No way, said Patrick firmly. Only a bully would upset a gentle giant. He turned to his friend. What, SpongeBob? SpongeBob looked down at his seed peanuts and quickly hid them behind his back. Right, he said. Then he bit his lower lip, knowing he had just lied. Stay tuned for Chapter 3, coming up soon.